Jesus was able to feed 5,000 men without counting women and children with a few loaves and fish. And we call this the multiplication of loaves and fish. And this prepares the people, and this prepares us to accept Jesus as the bread of life, because after that, after the multiplication of loaves and fish, Jesus would have this Eucharistic discourse about the bread of life. And in his Eucharistic discourse, he would tell, or he would recall about the people in the Old Testament, the Israelites, led by Moses. They were in the desert, and they were complaining because of hunger. They were asking for food, but God provided them with food. And what is the food that God gave them? Quails and manna. Now, what is that manna? The book of Numbers, as we see in the first reading, has described what is manna. It's a kind of coriander seeds, but the Israelites would collect them every morning because they come with the dew. Every morning, there are thousands or even hundreds of thousands of manna. They have to collect them. And they would cook them as a kind of bread. And they would eat, and they are satisfied. And this was their food. I don't know if we still have manna these days. But Jesus would say, they have the manna, the bread from heaven, so-called the bread from heaven. They ate, but they died. But now what I'm going to give to you is the bread of life, the true bread of life. Whoever eats this bread will live forever. And they were asking, give us that bread. Where is that? And Jesus would answer, I am the bread of life. Now, Jesus gradually unveils to us the mystery of the Eucharist. Because whenever we celebrate the Mass, we re-echo, we remember the words of Jesus during the Last Supper when he said, this is my body, this is my blood. He was referring to that bread, which is he himself, which becomes our food. But that food is not just to satisfy our tongue and our body. That food that Jesus is giving us satisfies the totality of our being. It is the nourishment of our soul, and it is our food for eternal life. Our food on our way to heaven. And this is the reason why whenever we give Holy Communion for the sick, we call this the Via Tecum. Via Tecum means I am with you. Jesus is with us on our way to our eternal glory, which is eternal life, the kingdom of heaven. And this reminds us of our faith in the Eucharist. To believe in God is to believe in Jesus and to believe in what He's offering us. And we have to realize that we are Eucharistic people as Christians because this is the centrality of our faith. The peak, the summit of Christian activities and devotions is the Eucharist. That's why we have always the Mass. This is the greatest form of prayer. Whenever we celebrate the Mass, we celebrate the sacrament of the Eucharist, we celebrate Jesus offering us the bread of life, the true bread of life. So that let us have faith in the Lord. To have faith in the Lord, to have faith in Jesus, is to have faith in the Eucharist and to receive Him. We believe that God is always with us. With the Eucharist, there should be a conversion in ourselves. As St. Paul would say, let us set aside our old ways, put on a new man in us. Conversion, living the life of virtue, living the life of holiness, and this is our Christian calling. May we become Eucharistic people by living the kind of Eucharistic people that we should be. A life of virtue, a life of holiness, always converting ourselves in the life of God. May God bless us all.